Hi there guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am Passionate Kelsey and today we are going to be talking about goals. It is the new year, it's officially 2026, and as you know, most people in the new year set themselves some New Year's resolutions, right? I myself made some goals for my business last year and the year before, and I think it's becoming sort of a tradition that at the beginning of each year we go over our goals, we see how well we did we meet our goals from the year before, and then let's talk about the new goals that we have set for this coming year. Yes? Awesome. Now usually I set myself 4 goals for the year, and that is what I did last year. So we're gonna go back all the way to January of 2025. We're gonna see what goals did I even set for myself. Did I do it? I actually can't remember. So let's go on a journey together. My first goal for 2025 is going to be to do monthly shop updates / drops. I'm gonna be changing my system, my methods of how I sell items. My plan is to make as many items as I can or as I want to throughout the month, and then I will do a drop date somewhere around the end of the month. I think this is going to be better for me as well as anyone that wants to shop my website, because I think this will give me a little bit more freedom. This will also give me something to look forward to at the end of every month, be excited about and get ready for and to plan, rather than being kind of sporadic. And obviously it's good for the customers because they know exactly when things will be going up for sale. There's no guessing. I'm gonna try to stick with that throughout the entire year. It's something new that I've never done before. I wanna try it out, see if I like it. And if I do like it, then I will keep doing it for more years after this one. Okay, so our first goal was to have the monthly drops, which we actually did complete this year. This was my first year doing a drop system. And I will say, in the beginning, it was interesting. I kind of had to figure it out a little bit here and there, tweak some things. And after the first couple months, I did figure it out. It did get easier. And then once I got towards the end of the year, it got a little bit more hard. I was putting a lot more pressure on myself to make sure that each month had like a certain number of things. I would usually try to hit around 25 items. And if I didn't have 25 items, I always felt bad. I always felt like I wasn't doing enough or working well enough or making enough things. So this one is kind of interesting because I do like the drop system better than what I was doing before, which was listing things randomly, literally just whenever I would finish something, I would put it up for sale, right? The drop system was better because it was more organized, but throughout the process, I also realized that it was a little bit more stressful, especially considering that I decided to do a live stream every single month during the drop, and that was my fault. Especially considering I was doing the drops in the morning time. So I would try to get up and get ready, and then I would have to, first of all, make sure the drop was good to go on my website, photos taken, scheduled, and ready to go up for sale, and, you know, set up the whole front page and stuff like that. But at the same time, I was also having to make sure I was set up to do a live stream. I had to make the thumbnail, I had to pull out my camera because I don't leave my webcam up all day because, I don't know, it just weird. So I had to pull that out. I had to pull out my microphone arm. I had to get everything set up, make sure I looked good and I was ready. And then, you know, I had to put on a show. Even if I was stressed out or not really feeling my best that day, I went live anyway. And honestly, I feel like in some of them, you can tell, and I apologize for that. That is a big reason why I don't have a live stream schedule and I only go live whenever I am feeling up to it, because I am not very good at live streaming willy-nilly. I've been thinking about this method and I've been thinking about how I could change it, what we could do differently exactly. And at the moment, honestly, I'm still not sure. I don't know if I want to continue doing monthly drops every single month at the end of the month and doing a live stream. I don't know if I want to do them every other month instead. I also would like to reintroduce some custom order options, because since I was doing the monthly drops last year, I didn't do any custom orders. And to be fair, I do like taking custom orders from time to time. Final thoughts, we did complete this goal for 2025 and it overall went well, but I am going to rework it a little bit, try to figure something out for the year of 2026. We'll see though. I really don't know at the moment. Next goal. My next goal is a similar goal to the one I had in 2024, but in 2024, my goal was to write more patterns. Now that was just pretty broad. So I'm gonna make it a little bit more specific for myself in the year of 2025. I am going to set a goal for myself to write at least 2 patterns. Because I wrote 2 patterns in 2023, I wrote 2 patterns in 2024, and in 2025, I should write at least 2 patterns. That should be easy enough. It's a clear goal. There is a precise number, and if I pass it, that's gonna be great. If I write 2, at least I completed my goal. Okay, like I said, that is a pretty clear-cut goal. I wanted to write 2 more patterns in the year of 2025, and we did accomplish that goal. Looking at my Ravelry store, we actually wrote 3 patterns in the year of 2025. That being, first, the Passioknit Chunky Knit Beanie. That one came out on January 5th, so I don't know, I was feeling very inspired after I made this goal video, and I got straight to work, wrote a pattern, and released it in January. After that, I released one of my biggest patterns ever, which is the Granny Hexagon Cardigan. That one came out in July. I put a ton of work into that one. I'm pretty sure I started working on it right after I let out the Chunky Knit Beanie pattern. Once you're kind of like in the mode of writing patterns, it gets easier and you just keep pushing them out. So that one was huge. That was a big accomplishment for me. I worked on it for months. I made a bunch of samples. I tried a bunch of different things. I even made a new video tutorial that's on my channel to go with the written pattern. So that is something I'm really proud of from last year. And last but not least, I did release the Kelp bucket hat pattern in August. Like I said, that one came out right after the Granny Hexagon Cardigan. It was just on a roll, and that one was really good. It was really easy and simple. I also made a video tutorial on my channel. I remember writing that pattern after the Granny Hexagon Cardigan with kind of a relief because it was so simple compared to the last pattern that it felt like a breeze, and I loved it. Really happy that I got that done. 3 patterns, fantastic job, goal met. Next, goal number 3. This is also very similar to last year's goal, and that is going to be to clear out all of the boxes of yarn that I have on the floor in my room, because I should not have excess boxes of yarn sitting on the floor in my room. It's kind of ridiculous. And this room is like, it's a nice size. I don't like how much of my floor space is being taken up by these boxes, and it's something that I need to get in control. So yeah, basically, there's too many. There's too many. Box number 1, it's overflowing. Even so, box number 2, box number 3, box number 4, box number 5, box number 6, plus bag. Okay, this is new. So ignore that. Terry. Box number 3, box number 4, box number 5, and box number 6. This is too much. This is too much. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, okay? That old craft room was super crowded. I definitely had a box problem. But as you can see, we are in a different place and that problem has been solved. So consider the goal complete. I have kept up with it. As you can see, my floors in this room are completely clear, except for that's going to the post office today. Don't worry about that. And it's good. It's good. There are a couple things, I will admit, that maybe in the corners are getting a little bit cluttered, and I'm trying to keep myself from doing that. Stuff accumulating in my room always tends to happen, especially after I have a P.O. box opening of some kind. So I'm trying to be better with that this year. I am also proud to say that the floor in my closet, my storage closet, is also boxless. There is nothing on the floor in the closet that is blocking my entry, because the last time that I had a walk-in closet, 2 apartments ago, I could not walk actually into the closet because the floor was covered in boxes of yarn. Conveniently, now I have a much bigger workspace, and overall living area. So I may or may not have some boxes of yarn in different areas of my house. Not a ton, but still probably something I should work on. At least they're not on the floor. Okay, moving on. Goal number 4 for 2025, at this very moment, is a secret. I can't tell you what it is, but it's big and it's exciting and I hope it happens. So you'll just have to wait and find out. Sorry. And that's it. Those are all my goals for 2025. So I am excited. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to this year. I think this year is going to be amazing. I'm really hoping it's going to be amazing. I hope every year is amazing. So let's do it, guys. Let's kick butt in 2025. Well, goal number 4 was buying a house, and that we have accomplished. I think at this point, whenever I was filming this goals video for last year, I was going through the process with my realtor and my loan officer of like getting approved. So I didn't want to tell everyone that we had started house shopping because I didn't know how long the process was going to take. So I kept it a secret, and I am glad that I did. It was a great experience to have by myself with Caesar, and most of the time I pretty much try to keep my personal life separate from this channel, considering this is my business. Hello, I am business. But moving offices is a big part of my business, so I had to tell you guys one day. And we did it. It happened actually very fast. It was really exciting. We had looked at some houses by ourselves, but actually the first time that our realtor took us out here to look at our houses, we found it pretty much immediately and we put in an offer and we got it. Easy. So that was goal number 4 completed. It looks like we did everything from last year, didn't we? We did the monthly drops. We wrote at least 2 patterns, actually 3. We cleaned out all of the boxes that were on the floor in my office because we moved. And lastly, we moved. So there you go. I completed all 4 of my goals last year, which makes me feel great. Now we are moving into 2026, and I would like to set myself some personal goals as well as some business goals. Last year and the year before, we had 4 goals apiece. This year, I'm actually going to push myself and do 5 goals. We'll see how it goes. The first goal I am going to set is to make myself at least 2 wearables, okay? I never make things for myself. I feel like I should make myself more things. I should be wearing more crochet or knit items on camera, whether that is hats. I'm not going to wear hats because of my bangs, but hats, scarves, sweaters, maybe a t-shirt or something, a tank top. I don't know. Whatever it is, I want to make things for myself. My second goal that I'm setting for myself in the year of 2026 is to do more crafts other than knitting and crochet. Now, I know how to do other things, okay? I really want to do some cross-stitching. I have multiple cross-stitching packs/patterns that I just want to dive into. I want to finish, I don't know, maybe at least one of them, maybe get started on another. I want to make something pretty and I want to hang it on my wall, okay? I have only ever finished 2 cross-stitching projects. One of them is right there. That was the first one I ever did. And the second one I gifted to my mom. So I need to make some more. There are other things that I like to do, such as sewing with my sewing machine. And I don't know, maybe we could try something new, do something fun, creative, painting, or other craft related things. I want to broaden my horizons a little bit. I want to try some more fun things, and I want to give my wrists and my hands a break. Goal number 3 is to get more comfortable selling merch. And to me, that just means develop better methods and ways to handle the whole merchandise process. That means ordering samples and looking at them and testing it out before I put in a larger order. That means holding back a couple of each size just in case I have to do an exchange or send a replacement if it gets lost in the mail or anything like that. That means taking my time. That means looking over the entire order before I take any photos or put the listing up for sale on my website at all. Maybe getting everything folded, maybe even pre-packing some orders. I just want to make the whole process smoother and better. Releasing merch for the first time this year was amazing, and it gives me so many more opportunities to work on other things, like my last goal of doing other crafts this year now that I have a little bit more free time. Releasing merch was also stressful. It introduced new things, new business methods, new ideas that I had never really had to deal with before. So yeah, it was a little bit of an adjustment, and next year I want to get better at it. I want to, really focus in and build up my business. Even though I have been doing a lot with merch, obviously I will still be crocheting and knitting and making videos and tutorials, which leads me to goal number 4. Same as the goal from last year, I would like to write at least 2 more patterns this year. I'm not sure exactly what they'll be. I do have multiple designs that it could be stuff that I have made in videos and in the past. I think that my bandana top is an option. We could possibly write up that V-stitch sweater that I made. I made 2 of them. My most recent one was the red and green one at the beginning of Vlogmas, if you remember that, and multiple other projects. So we'll see. But if I get at least 2 of them written, I will be happy. Lastly, that brings us to goal number 5, and that is going to be setting up a sewing area / merch storage room. I do indeed have a space for this downstairs. I believe I showed it to you guys whenever we moved into the house, and it is currently still empty. It has one sewing machine on the ground in the middle of the room, and I've done nothing with it. I haven't touched it since we moved in, and that was 7 months ago. If I want to get into more different crafts, if I want to do some sewing this year, I'm definitely going to need a sewing setup. So at the very least, I am planning to get a desk, put my sewing machine on it, have it set up at all times so I can just go in there, sit down, and sew. Other than that, I was hoping I would have some space in the room to also put up some shelving units, possibly to store any merch that I have. I think that eventually having popular items such as the Yarnology sweatshirt in stock at all times would be amazing. Just having like a rotating order, I would get probably 100 of them every couple months, or I don't know exactly how much they're gonna sell and like rotate and the sizing and whatnot, but that's something I want to figure out. But if I could have them all sizes in stock at all times and just reorder things whenever I need them, that would be very cool. So we need a desk for my sewing machine and we need a shelf for merch. It seems easy, but I've been putting it off for a long time. So let's see if we can do it in 2026. And that, guys, is all of my goals, 1 through 5. We have make myself at least 2 wearables, do more crafts other than knitting and crochet, get more comfortable selling merchandise, write at least 2 patterns, and set up my sewing room / merch storage. The goals feel pretty good. I don't necessarily feel like I am pushing myself too hard, but I'm also not going easy on myself. I don't know. Where's the balance? What do you think? Did you yourself make any goals for 2026? Are you working on anything fiber arts related? Let me know down below. And that is going to be all for our 2026 goals video today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here year after year. 2026 is going to be a good one, guys. It's going to be a good one. That is all I have for you. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.